Hello, and welcome back to this Trails through Daybreak II Let's Play with me, SLJRPG. We did some investigating on the True Grievance Brigade after deciding to go after them, and found ourselves finding out that one of the drivers of the Z-1 Grand Prix is being targeted. Maxim came and said he wanted to talk to us about a job which aligned with our interests, so we're going to go ahead and meet with him at the Orbital Cafe. Let's go speak to your boy.
There you guys are. And not a moment too soon. I believe it's been a month since we've seen one another, Van. Apart from in the garden, that is.
How long has it been? Has it been that long already? It doesn't feel like it, the way you've been helping my assistants. Gonna take a while stab though, so you ain't here to catch up. I'll explain more to you in a bit. First, sit down and take a load off. Nice. Thank you for placing an order with us, though I do feel a bit guilty about letting you pay. Yeah, no need to put yourself out on our account. Just think of it as a reward for all the times you've been there for me. Don't mind if I do then. So let's start with Ren's doing here. Not that I actually have an idea. Not that I don't already have an idea. Well, right, I won't beat around the bush. Long story short, today's Grand Prix has been targeted by anti-grim immigration terrorists. We kind of gathered that already. For real? Am I the only one who's surprised by that? Yes. Well, all the signs are sort of pointing towards it. First off, we came in knowing that a leftover anti-immigration terrorist was still kicking about. Then we got the Z-1 Grand Prix finals, which the immigrants are going to turn up in droves to see. And the involvement of the CID analysts and the rest is pretty self-explanatory. I see what you mean now. Husband's your favorites in the race is Aslan, who comes from the Central East. It only makes sense that terrorists would have their sights set on him. You are absolutely correct. Even despite the existence of Red Star, races in the past were exclusively of white descent. In recent years, the number of Eastern and Central Eastern races has grown to the point where they're no longer an exception. Among them, Star of Hope for the Central Easterners was born in the form of Aslan. Nowadays, there are quite a few people who view the Z-1 races as a symbol of ethnic integration. They can definitely feel it going that direction. But of course, anti-immigration terrorists wouldn't take much of a fancy to that, so they've demanded today's race. The organizers call off the Z-1 Grand Prix altogether, and by they, I mean the True Grievance Brigade. From what I hear, they've also demanded the police release the following their fellow members who are caught hiding in Aramis. The remnants are still very active then, just as we suspected. They'll stop at nothing to achieve their goals, but of course, you wouldn't want to give in to their demands, right? That goes without saying. The Grand Prix organizers haven't even considered suspending the event. Naturally, the CID's plans is to do everything in its power to assess the situation. 1 second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. CIA plans to do everything in its power to address the situation. To start off, we're establishing a strict which in and around the circuit venue as a precautionary measure. However, these radicals have little left to lose. The more we tighten the screws, the likelier it is that they'll involve innocent people. We certainly can't be too careful given the decent number of members reported to be at large. So, with the added bit of insurance, you want us to enlist the aid of Arkride, which at this particular moment means you get Elaine as part of the package. Classic Gran, Pampered Prince never misses a trick. Enough with the Pampered Prince bit. Let's Mr. Kincaid to you. As much as surmise, the CID would like to once again issue an official for Spriggan. Task is to flash out and apprehend the terrorists. Your assigned area will be the Speedway's interior. In the meantime, my men and I will handle the perimeter. Sounds like a plan. I'll be acting as liaison between you and the event management, so if there's anything you need to pass on, just give me a call. Understood. Well, I better head on out. Got a few things to take care of before the race. Sure thing. Catch you later. The True Grievance Brigade. It didn't seem like there were as if they were tied to any other forces back in Aramis either. There's definite chance that some will capitalize on their schemes, just like before. As long as they put up a decent fight. Speak for yourself, I'd rather they call it quits. Let's scarf down some lunch and get back to investigating. March 21st, 11:32 a.m. We're here at the 12th District, the Grand Circuit. It stopped snowing, so it has, though it is a little overcast. The Grand Circuit, Elder's 12th District. Remember looking around here with Van during the Revolution Festival. You were sightseeing like no one's business. This is my first time here. What's that? Oh, the Ferris wheel. An attraction which one rides a gondola attached to a rotating rim, allowing to take in the surrounding views. Is it like taking Aerotram in Basel? Doesn't feel quite the same, but there's definitely a resemblance visually. This place also has one of the most up-to-date bouldering facilities out there. There are some who make a hobby of scanning natural rock formations with just their bare hands. Bouldering imitates that in a safe environment for people to enjoy. Someone's been reading up. I tried it out on my days off, and let me tell you, it really gets your butt pumping. Kinda me intrigued. And like the Ferris wheel, this kind of thing you can have fun with solo. I get where you're coming from, but now ain't the time to be fooling around. Come on, let's check the perimeter before we head to the speedway.
The beer garden is awfully crowded today. It sure is. Wait, isn't that...
Certainly might be someone. We've got some people to see, but we've got some things to work out first, namely...
Come on in and
Shop.
my stuff can't be beat.
Horacian
I'll be
Ale.
waiting for you.
And then there's also... this.
I'll give it a try.
Bam, bam, bam. Nice, we'll definitely try looking at some stuff. We should check the old scanner, see if there's anything. But she knows Van should also have some stuff. She's certainly not
Hello.
anywhere near as busy. Oh, gelato. Cooking
It's nice to share a good meal with everyone.
certainly is.
This year's Z-1 Grand Prix is about to begin.
Okay, so we've got all of that, so let's go ahead and gather our information.
Gonna bring home the gold.
Let's go speak
Cheers, everyone.
to Montmartre. Oh, what the fuck? They're with Nanny.
Oh, hello, everyone.
So you guys decided to come too, huh?
On business, but yeah. What are you doing here, Granny?
Have you know, Victor and I go way back. He used to work at one of my go-to restaurants during my glory days.
At one point, Dominique took a real fancy to my cooking. Ever since, she's been giving me pointers in just about everything. I wouldn't have been able to get Mamar up and running without her support.
That would never guess you two had a history. A definite shocker. That's not what I mean. What are you doing here at the Grand Circuit? Or do I even need to ask? I do recall you being offered advice to professional athletes before. Does that mean you're here to coach the Z-1
Only
racers?
the ones on the younger side. Though I've also been putting in my 2 mirror on how they're running this whole affair.
Judith sure was, and Van sure weren't exaggerating about her. She's the granny of all trades if I ever saw one. She rarely ventures into the public eye. Now I see why the rumors refer to her as a legend. I bet she'd get all up in a scuffle. Dames like her must be one in a million. Alright, enough feeding her ego. Where's you always got off to? I don't see her around.
She and Maxim made a promise to ride the Ferris wheel together. They should be back before long, though.
A playdate? Those two are pretty chummy now. Nothing to worry about then. Save for the potential terrorists. Let's check the first wheel just in case.
Ooh, a Ferris wheel. I'm getting the urge to climb all the way to the top of it.
What kind of crazy ass urge is that? And don't even think about trying
to the
it.
official
You hear me?
Z-1 shop.
She probably will try it. That's fine.
You're free to look around here at the Grand Circuit gift shop.
We can exchange all this money just because we need to.
Z-1 merchandise while viewing displays of the most iconic
Right.
moments in our long history.
Out we go. Let's head to the Ferris wheel.
I want to ride. I want to ride.
So this Ferris wheel, it makes me feel so short from up close.
That was so much fun.
I'm glad to hear it.
Obviously, this is her dad.
Oh, it's Van and his friends.
Hey all, how's the operation going?
Operation?
You can relax. We'll get the job done. How was riding the Ferris wheel with Maxim?
I could see the whole circuit from the tippy top.
Indeed. That must be the best seat in the house.
Yeah. Too bad we couldn't stay on it longer.
Oh, well, you know what they say. Time flies when you're having fun. Tell you what, if we get another chance, I'll go around 3 more times with you.
Really? Cross your heart?
Cross my heart. We'll make sure Yume here gets back to Paulette safe and sound. Oh, and before I forget, I've already arranged to get you guys into the Speedway. Just
Nice.
give your names at the ticket counter and they'll let you through. Best of luck out there.
For sure. Thanks.
Bye, Van. Bye, everyone.
Looks like Maxim is headed straight for the racetrack. Is something bothering you, Van? It's nothing. We're gonna want to follow his lead soon.
Alrighty then. Let me figure out how much I want to bet and...
Aaron, no betting and no getting drunk either.
I wasn't gonna... Hey, come on, chill. It was just a joke.
Was it though? Was it really?
No.
At any rate, we're here strictly on business. Do try to contain yourself.
Nice. I thought I saw her. Who knows, but we need to speak to the receptionist. Should we give a name to the counter and head into the speedway? We'll talk to the receptionist. Right. Are you looking to purchase a ticket? Unless you have a reservation, it's standing room only. The name's Van Arkride. Maxim Lundgren should have set up something for us. Oh, friends of Mr. Lundgren, apologies. Yes, I have you right here. You'll be 9 event passes for you. Go on right ahead. Got it. VFG treatment's not too bad. I think we're gonna see the race. 12:03 p.m. Well, it's a little past noon and the race is scheduled to start at 2 p.m. sharp. Couldn't ask for better driving weather either. Feels great outside and the sky is clearing up nicely. On the other hand, the stands are already filling in, even with 2 hours to go. Just shows how much they're champing at the bit. This is the Grand Prix, or annual finals. The crowd favor is almost palpable. Well, how do we plan on finding those bozos then? Don't tell me you plan on grilling the audience one seat at a time. Even so many people around doing that would only draw unwanted attention. Incidentally, Ren gave you some sort of data before we parted. What was it? Just a little trick to help us zero in the enemy. The terrorist weaponry of choice specifically designed to bypass standard metal detectors. Zark would have it, we managed to get our hands on a similar model from the Blacklight. If you install this data or perform a SAR search, you should be able to identify them. Best of luck. The CID think of everything. We'll call it over prepping, but if it saves us some hassle, we might as well roll with it. Forward the data to you guys, that way we can split up and cover as much ground. First order of business will be to pinpoint the terrorists hiding at the speedway. We'll surround them, close in, and carl the whole group at once. As one thing, I want Rosette to act as our operator. Means compiling everybody's findings and passing along my instruction when needed. As you wish. Good luck, let's get this done. Right. Alright, we fanned out. Time to start moving.
Okay, the ciphers are all set up. Now we just need to do a shard search. We've got to catch these terrorists so we can keep Yume and the others safe.
All been waiting for has arrived.
That guy with the ...
This year's Z-1 Grand Prix is about to begin.
Are these cheerleaders? Okay, let's head towards the lobby. Listen, Carlos, you're not the only one we can turn to for this. No, we'll have to forfeit our slot, says Lino. I retired a decade ago. My foot ain't even healed all the way. The world Z-1 is no sun to drive, you know. Wouldn't argue a point, but still. The guy used to race with Lino way back when. Seems to be in deep conversation with one of the reps. Nothing's popping up in the search though, so I doubt they're with the terrorists. No sense poking into their business. Guess I gotta sweep the stands again.
I'm getting a reading. You should investigate the area.
The moment you've all been waiting for has arrived. The final race of this year's Z-1 Grand Prix is about to begin.
Oh. There's that guy at the side there.
Which team is going to bring home the gold?
Let's check this way.
You don't want to miss a single second of this race.
Anyone else got a red? Well, I can see. Interesting. Right. Then let's go check on that dude. Lin May. Be sure to keep an eye out on the track, okay?
This is all so exciting.
Suspicious man. Investigate. Getting a hit from this guy. No one tells about it, though, but seems like he's part of the group. Stand by and keep an eye on him when Rosette calls. Rest of their team has completed their investigation. Only positive search was the man you came across. Checked him with Ren. He said the others might be outside. Then our chances of hiding is somewhere on the racetrack. Gonna move on in on this one. Can you relay the plan to everyone else? Certainly. Excuse me, you got a second? Need something? Let's just say you've been selected for a stop and search. Mind telling me what you're concealing there? How could you possibly? In any case, any funny ideas, she got you surrounded. Surrender quietly. I didn't realize I'd drawn so much attention. So be it. Trying to make a suicide run? Not on my watch. Big talk, little lady. Why does she make my spine chill? Forget it. This road's closed. Give up without a fuss, you maybe get off without a minimum sentence. Beauty's blade. Guess No's escape no longer an option in that case. Comrades to arms. Oh, they were using Hercules. They were hiding on a shard camouflage. Nothing we weren't expecting. How are you holding up, Elaine? Perfectly fine. We can all agree the odds are stacked against you. You still gonna pick a fight? Don't take us lightly. This should be a fairly easy fight for us, to be honest.
Justice will prevail.
Okay.
Engaging skill. Now then, let's do this. My blade is both true and false, dancing in the moonlight. There! Behold! Zero gleam! Boost baby countdown.
Nice, right. Oh. I did the wrong person. Fuck. That's fine. Bam.
It's go time. Time for the main event. Vandalize Prix!
Boost limiter unlocked!
Ow!
Bam, bam, bam. We're done for. Long live the Republic. They're down for the count. Should have gone for more of a challenge, to be honest. Yeah, that's definitely not the end of it. The Gensis hasn't reacted. Doesn't mean there's no corrosion. It's difficult to say. This may not be all their surviving members. We can't afford to drop our guard. Let's send these guys over to Ren. At the same time, the CID apprehended a separate unit of the True Forgiveness Brigade. And when combined with Van's team, had captured all the remnants of the group were accounted for and in custody. Thus did the brigade's plans to interfere with the Z-1 Grand Prix and negotiate their release of comrades skid to a halt. 1:05 PM. Well, it takes care of the terrorists. So now what? Do we keep on investigating here or move somewhere else? Good question. I'm still getting a whiff for something suspicious. Ah, the Genesis. We're on the right track. At the very least, we need to stay sharp until the race is over and done with. Should we take another turn through the stands? Anywhere we can think of while we're at it. Poking around blindly irks me, but I suppose it's the best we can do right now. Having flushed out the terrorists, Van and the company continued their investigation with a wary eye. Boom, boom, boom. But off the Grand Prix goes. With no suspicious activity to be found, the Z-1 Grand Prix went on as scheduled. As the group remained vigilant, the race ploughed ahead, a number of dramatic developments along the way. In the end, it was a showdown between Maxim and Aslan in a fierce and fervent bid for the first place. While keeping in touch with the CID, Van and the others elected to watch the deciding moment from the sands. At long last, the race entered its final leg. Same day, 3:57 PM.
Final lap. Who will bring home the glory? The Red Comet or our new rising star?
Dude, that was crazy! It all comes down to this. We'll know the winner soon enough.
Will Maxim hold on to his lead, or will Aslan pull out in front?
I'm on the edge of my seat here.
Who knew a bunch of guys driving in circles could hook you in like this?
I find myself unable to tear my eyes away.
Same here. Even I'm starting to feel anxious.
In all my years of watching the Z-1, I can't remember the last time things were this hotly contested.
That's saying something coming from you. This is a dead heat for the history books.
You can do it, Maxim.
Just one more push. The finish line is right in your reach.
If he clinches this, he'll have a four-peat.
Ooh, a last-minute maneuver.
1 second, guys. Apologies, guys. Right, a last-minute maneuver.
Talk about a photo finish.
Maxim?
Good goddess.
Maxim?
So timey-wimey shit is going down, obviously. Kills both Maxim and Aslan. Let's go. 105. Well, let's take care of this. Now what? Do we keep the investigation here or move somewhere else? I'm still getting away with something suspicious. The feeling... Investigate the explosion. You remember what just happened? The explosion. We've gone through another rewind, I can sense it. Straight after the terror, we turned the terror yourself to Ren. But there's more point to it. Can't let the tragedy play out. No shit, let's pull ourselves together and get to it. We need a firm grasp of what actually happened. Interesting. Explosion on the scale could have just been a simple crash. I'm of the same mind. The probability of one of the Z cars had some manner of explosive. No way. We've already caught all the terrorists. More remnants for one. Or perhaps more reasonable theories that they have a collaborator. From my point of view, the explosion seemed to originate in Aslan's vehicle. It's the way I saw it. The whole thing about rewinding, though. What a profoundly fascinating experience. I have a sneaking feeling that I've gone through this someplace before. Don't tell me she remembers the poison gas incident on Nemeth. Feels like her getting tossed around in a washing machine, if I'm being real. It's safe to bet that Aslan's car is the one carrying it. Maxim was unlucky enough to get caught up in it. Let's just work with what we know and get to stepping. Let's make our way to Ingrid's garage and have a look at this ride. We'll get Ren and Maxim a heads up so they can run interference for us. Grand Circuit Tragedy. Route B. I understand, but we've also performed an inspection before the car. Fairly certain there's no issues. Aslan. Maybe so, but this is a request from the CID. Not to mention Maxim is worried. It really put me at ease if we cleared this up. If you insist, I suppose it's fine. Not to worry, we'll take no time at all. Aslan's a good guy, just as we heard, huh? Guess he's willing to vouch for us. Rodney, what are you doing here? Thought the final checks were already finished. Ain't that sketchy, cause... Excuse me a sec. No need to rough up mechanic. Although that lousy timing. You're not Rodney. What in blazes? Have we seen this guy's mug before? If I squint, then yeah. He appears to have trimmed up a tad since our last encounter. That's some dedicated camouflage. But enough to pull wool over our eyes, however. It's the one who caused a stir over in Horacion. the anti-immigration activist Jacobin. Certainly is. He's thinner. Don't think you had a cajones to strut around in the open. You're the internal Spriggan. For me, one shame on you, but twice. Van, I found the bomb. It was wedged under a gap in the engine cover. Nice work, Katra. And was drove out with that? And so the miniature explosive attached to Aslan's V8 Z-1 race car was safely removed. Jacobin had knocked out and tied up and then been found unharmed. I think it's going to happen again, though. It's all heating up.
This time, it's Maxim tailing after Aslan. You're kidding. God damn it!
The timey-wimey continues. Move. Can I move back further? No, can only move to here. Right, let's go. Interesting. Here we are again. Another rewind. The timing was exactly the same as before. We couldn't stop the tragedy from repeating itself. It played out differently compared to the last time. Yes, right down to how the race was going. But the part that struck out at me most was the size of the explosion. It was smaller than before, for sure. Interesting. Compared to the first explosion, it was way smaller, so cars were slightly less damaged. You're right. Didn't see how much detail, Fairy, but did have the same thought. What I don't understand is how it even happened. We definitely removed the bomb that was placed in Aslan's car. That must have been from the very beginning. It's the only logical conclusion. I'm guessing a Gensis is implanted on Maxim, by the way, that's what I'm calling. The first explosion was caused by both bombs going off. The second was caused by just one. The logic checks out. The explosive was planted not only in Mr. Aslan's vehicle, but in Mr. Lundgren's as well. Do I have that right? Couldn't even get a word in edgewise. I say I've hit the nail on the head. You guys are a sharp bunch. Something tells me you stumped on who actually planted the extra bomb. A few ideas come to mind, but we don't have enough material to narrow things down. That brings us to you, Judith. I've got a job only a resident prowler could pull off. Let's see where this is going. You want me to stake out the E2S garage, right? Limelight's all yours. We'll have our next culprit. What about the Ingrid bomb? Are we going to leave it at B? No, we may have to let Jacobin walk for now. Apprehending him would be sure to cause a disturbance. We'll be right back at square one. We'll get it just before the car goes off. And 1SB.
Come out, whoever you are. Huh? There's no room for doubt. It was right there in his hand. Still, him? I can hardly believe it. And there you have it. The culprit's none other than Maxim Lugan himself. But that begs the question, why is he sacrificing his own life just to take down a fellow competitor?
Well, good work either way. The possibility did cross my mind. Let's just put a pin in it for now. Got one more favor to ask you of our world-class fan and faith. Shoot, at this point I may as well go with the whole sales. It's right up your alley. I want you to pull a heist. You have to time it while Maxim's guard is down, just before the race begins. And for what you'll be stealing, what else could it be but the two bombs? Sounds like my kind of fun. You're on. Wait, did you expect me to steal two cars at the same time? Nuh-uh. No one said you'll do it alone. Don't you got a top cat you can call on? Of course, her grandmother.
Here we go, folks. Our Z-1 racers are all lined up at the starting grid. And what's
this? We have a surprise gift and message from His Highness Prince Cherie! Glory to Calavard, and glory to the Z-1 Grand Prix!
Haha! Here's a surprise.
Didn't realize this was in the works.
Wow! Pretty colors!
What a lovely sight.
That prince knows how to put on a show.
So that's what fireworks look like. They're beautiful.
They sure pulled out all the stops.
Indeed. That they managed to do so in time is equally astounding.
Surprise fireworks? From Elsheim's crown prince of all people?
Hold it right there.
You are hereby under arrest on charges of attempted terrorism.
Huh? What gave me away?
Typical Van. Always coming up with outrageous requests at the 11th hour. Regardless, we'll have to give Prince Cherie our gratitude for allowing us to use his name.
Yes. The guild is indebted to him once more as well. On to the next phase.
Well, that was a nice little present. Okay, time to get my head in the race.
Target acquired. Wonder how it went on Grammy's end.
My transformations may be limited, but age hasn't dulled this old tabby just yet.
Limited? You're better at this right now than I've ever been.
Everything's going according to plan.
That leaves just one mission left.
Right. All we have to do is see this race through to the end. The rest is up to you, Van.
With that, Van's crew and third iteration of the Grand Prix started up anew. As expected, it came down to a head-to-head battle between Maxim and Aslan. Once again, the race arrived at the final ill-fated lap.
And we're down to the final lap. Who will bring home the glory? The Red Comet or our new rising star?
Maxim, this is the day I leave you in my dust.
Aslan, you really have gotten more skill. Just don't hold this against me.
Maxim is moving to cut Aslan off.
Get the detonator. No, it misfired.
Maxim's speed is dropping. Did he push in too hard?
Fine, then. I'll just wreck him the old-fashioned way.
Alrighty, let's do this.
The two are neck and neck, and neither one is backing down. They're this close to lapping the back of the pack. Wait, where'd that car come from?
Leno's back in the race? I thought they dropped out already.
You're trading paint with me? Sorry, I'm sending you off course.
The champion stands his ground! What phenomenal handling!
And the Red Comet soars away. Didn't think he'd push back on that. But at least he's too far to ram into Aslan now.
Maxim catches up with a burning vengeance! The Red Comet's at full throttle, blazing ahead at unthinkable speeds!
Huh?
What a catastrophe! The two top contenders for victory have both gone out of bounds! We can only pray they're unharmed!
Well, we were.
Maxim?
He's definitely got a Gensis effect on him.
Crimson aura. That sudden burst of strength. Our champ was corroded from minute one. He's headed for the parking lot. We'll have to drive after him. Quick!
They took off in pursuit of Maxim, who had located it, making his way to the suburbs.
Where do you suppose Maxim is headed?
Who knows? He sure isn't hurting for options. I let you three come because you insisted, but the second things get hairy, I'm dropping you off. Got it?
Yes, we understand.
Maxim.
That buffoon. Just what is he thinking?
Ketra, everything ready?
Yes, I managed to patch into the transceiver in his car. Rosette, how's the communications link coming along?
The process is complete, Mr. Silesian.
Thanks. I'll initiate the call then.
Can you hear me, champ?
What in the...
Hope you don't mind us hacking your transceiver. Couldn't help but wonder what spurred this on. Thought I'd give you a chance to explain.
It's got nothing to do with you.
If that's the case, then would you be willing to tell me?
What? You're the biggest victim here, but you won't have to suffer in silence anymore.
What?
Bring an end to all of it, so don't worry.
Maxim?
Finally awake, huh? Rotten bastard. You've gotten your sick kicks out of them for the last time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This conversation is over, so do me a favor and quit following us!
Damn, we got cut off.
He said Paulette was the victim here.
Any idea what he meant by that?
No, not a clue.
What does you may know? "4:40 p.m. Dirk Memorial Park."
This place is...
Dirk Memorial Park. The place he's never been able to let go of.
You're the folks who always come around to exterminate monsters. We just had someone forced their way into the forested area. Think he dragged another person in with him. Both dressed in racing suits, but the air about them was anything but normal. Please settle down. You're the Bracer. Yes, we're here part of a joint effort with the Intelligence Division. I'm Kincaid. Those extermination requests you mentioned were issued by me. It just so happens we've had two persons of interest flee into the park. My collaborators and I are within the midst of pursuing them. We'd appreciate if you could let us take things from here. I guess I can rest easy with the COD and Guild on the case. Here's the key. Best of luck. Really smooth talked your way out through that one, huh? Drastic times call for drastic measures. Well, we may not be Spriggans, but this much should be within our bounds.
Now, with regards to what comes next, we know. It'd be better for us to stay behind.
But
Sorry, Yume, but it's just too dangerous to go any further.
you don't have to worry. So be a good girl and wait for us, okay? We'll get Maxim out of there without a scratch. Promise. Yes. Very okay. I'll wait.
All right then. Let's get moving.
The forest area is to the left past the entrance, correct?
Yeah. The champ brought us there for a request last fall. We'd better catch up before it's too late.
And I shall see you, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, there's still more. The forest area. Y'all seeing this? Interesting. There's a deathly aura about the spot for sure. Boy, do I. It's like we stepped into another world. Zara has been completely corroded. The higher elements seem to be in effect. Maxime and Paulette have made such good memories here. It's got a special place in his heart even now. Like that as any excuse for him to dump his schmaltzy love stories on us. Do you suppose Mr. Lungan's destination is the memorial treaty put within? Without a doubt. It's where Maxime and Paulette buried their time capsule 7 years ago. So that's why you'll want to be prepared for anything before treading further. Right, ready up gang, it's go time. Not today though. I'll see you guys next time on Trails through Daybreak II. Love ya.